Hey Forex traders, Israel Kim here from Vintageducation.com, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you how you can make up to $2,500 a day trading the Forex markets. Now, I want to preface that as well by saying, look, it doesn't even have to be $2,500 every single day. What if you just made $2,500 in just once every single week? Okay, can you see how this kind of profits will actually allow you to actually trade the Forex markets from home? Now, what you can see right now on screen is a screenshot that one of my students over a couple of weeks just posted in my private Forex community. Now, this is interesting for those of you who watch these videos and think these are fake or anything like that. There's a couple of things you can do. Okay, firstly, you can go and search for Darren Johnson. You can see his current profile picture. Go and ask him about these profits, if they're actually his, if they're real. Okay, that's number one. Number two, for those of you who think this isn't real as well, you can go and search for this private Forex community. Now, you'll be able to search for it, you may be able to find it, but obviously you're not going to be able to join the group because it's private for my paid students. Okay, now this is interesting because you can see a screenshot of a trade he's just posted. This is one trade, okay, and this is what I've been continuing to say time and time again. Okay, for those of the silly people out there that think I'm teaching some sort of scam system or some high risk system or anything like that, that's one of the reasons I continue to post these trades, okay, for you to realize that it's the complete opposite. Okay, in order for you to be successful at Forex, you need to stop risking loads of money. You need to start risking small amounts of money, and you need to start finding and taking trades with really big profit potential. What that does for you is that allows you to, that gives you more room to make mistakes. Okay, because if you've got huge profit targets, then that means you can weather more losing trades. Okay, now this isn't to say you're going to lose all of the time, but it just makes things even more easier for you. Okay. So again, this is a screenshot that he just posted in our private Forex community, and I want to just run through just the different elements of how he's actually able to make this kind of profit. Okay, so look what he says. This is one of my students, new students, Darren Johnson. He says, "Hi all, this has been my best week so far." And for those of you who haven't seen other videos that I've posted about Darren Johnson, just do a little research. You'll see like I've talked about trades where he's made 14%, 13%, 10%, I think 8%, just loads of different ones. Okay, so for him to say this is his best week, it just shows you, okay, that he's just hit the ground running and he's continued to make good returns. Okay, so look what he says. He says he took a loss on the pound against the dollar. Okay, now again, I've talked about this already. There's nothing wrong with losing trades, okay, if you prepare for losing trades and you work around losing trades. Okay, so imagine he still lost the trade, but he's still saying this is his best week. Okay, now look what he says. He risks 2%. Think about how much you maybe risk right now on your trades, or think about how much people have told you to risk. Okay, they told you to risk 5%, 10%, whatever it is. That's why you blow your account, because you're always risking loads of money. I always teach my students to risk a small amount of their capital, and this is why they can put themselves in these positions to make a lot of money. Now look what he says. So he lost 2% on one trade. However, my short on the loonie, which is kind of the nickname for the USD Canadian dollar, more than made up for it. 16% profit. So how would you like to make a 16% profit in one day? Okay, can you see how this kind of changes the game in regards to financial situations? Wouldn't you like to make a 16% profit in one day? Look what he says. He says, this is my entry, 134.079, and his stop loss, which is really key here, 134.179, which is a 10 pip stop loss, and he had 2% risk on. Now look at his target. He says his target was 133.26, which is 8R. He says 8-to-1 risk to reward. So that means he risked 2% of his whole trading account. So for example, if he had a $10,000 trading account, he'd be risking about $200. Okay, and his profit would be $1,600. Okay, give or take. Now look what he says. He almost adjusted his trade to take profit at 5-to-1. Okay, so he's in the trade, and he's at one point he's saying, you know what, should I just close out early? Okay, and he would have settled for 10% profit, which is still good. But I teach my students to stick to their trading rules and be disciplined and not to get involved. So look what he says. But I stuck to my original trade setup and let it play out. The trade took a little longer to play out. Okay, and he's saying that because typically you can kind of see This trade was over in about 24 hours. Most of our trades that we take, that I talk about, are typically over in just a couple of hours, but it doesn't matter. Okay, waiting a few more hours to make this kind of profit, I'm sure most of you would. Okay, I'm sure most of you watching this would just be happy to make any sort of money consistency, wouldn't you? Okay, that's right. Now look what he says. He made $2,436, okay, minus just about $11 swap. Okay, that's just some fees he had basically for holding his trade, okay, overnight. So wouldn't you like to make $2,400 in just one day's worth of trading? Okay, can you see how this drastically will change your financial situation? Okay, hey, look, he says, very happy indeed, happy trading all, Daz. Okay, now obviously you can see below, this is I obviously like the photo, like his post, and as you can see, I want to break down a couple more things. So firstly, we're risking small amounts of our trading account. We're going for big targets which are more than doable. He did this with an automatic order, so he wasn't actually even there when the price opened for him, which is obviously great. And he's obviously got a take profit which closes out his trade for a profit automatically as well. So if you've got a job right now, if you're extremely busy, my trading strategy can work for you, because you don't even have to be there in order to open these trades. You just need to know how to open the trades, which I can show you obviously, and then obviously you just have to take them. Now you can see why we charge thousands for our Forex materials, because we can show traders, and we are showing traders every single day, how to make these kind of returns just from one day. So think about this. Darren Johnson paid just about a few thousand for my Forex course, and look, in one day's worth of trading from one trade, he's made a few thousand. Okay, can you see how his one investment has just set him up to make thousands and thousands and thousands for the rest of his life? Now, if you want to learn how to do this for yourself, what you need to do is really take the same materials, take the same education that Darren, went through. And you can kind of see through his own post, his own testimonial here, that he's able to make thousands of dollars in one day. Okay, so if you want to learn what Darren's doing, if you want to be a part of this private Forex community as well, there's a link below this video to my Forex course, our main Forex program, which is going to show you exactly what Darren learned in order to make these kind of returns. So you can make these kind of returns if you're dedicated as well. Okay, now again, you are going to always hear people say, oh, well, why would I pay for some education? Well, this is exactly real proof why you pay for education, because I'm going to show you how you can make these kind of returns. It's just that simple. It's not a recurring payment or anything like that. It's a one-time investment, but you get continued access to me daily through my private Forex community, to ask me any questions, to literally get my views on any trades you might want to take, etc. Really whatever you like for Forex related, but at the same time you get this information where you can make these kind of returns for yourself. Okay, so if you're interested in learning to trade the Forex markets the way we're doing it, where you risk small but you can make big, okay, and even if you lose a trade you can still make a whopping profit, then head on over to the link below this video. Click the link below this video right now. You can make a one-time investment in my Forex course, and I look forward to helping you start to earn these kind of profits trading the Forex markets if you're dedicated. Israel Kimwin, and I'm signing off. Thanks and take care.